Once upon a sunny morning, in a cozy little nest, high up in an oak tree, there lived a curious little bird named Pip. Pip loved nothing more than watching the world go by from his leafy perch, but today was extra special. Pip's eyes grew wide with wonder as he spotted something new floating through the sky. It was round and red and bouncy, a beautiful balloon. Ooh, how it danced in the breeze, bobbing up and down like a happy little cloud. Ooh, what's that? Pip chirped excitedly, his tiny wings fluttering. He just had to get a closer look. With a hop and a skip, Pip leaped from his nest, chasing after the magical floating thing. "Wait for me, balloon," he called out, his heart full of joy. The balloon swooped and swirled through the forest, leading Pip on a merry chase. He flitted between tall trees and ducked under low branches, never taking his eyes off his new friend. Pip giggled as he zoomed past surprised squirrels and sleepy owls. "Look at me go. Higher and higher." The balloon floated, and Pip followed right along. Soon, they were soaring above the treetops. The whole world spread out below like a patchwork quilt. Pip's little heart raced with excitement. He'd never flown so high before. "This is amazing," he tweeted, doing a happy loop-de-loop in the air. The balloon drifted towards the village, where colorful houses dotted the landscape like giant building blocks. Pip marveled at the sights below. Children playing in parks, cars zipping along roads, and fluffy white clouds that looked good enough to perch on. "I wonder where we're going next," Pip wondered aloud, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. As if answering his question, the balloon suddenly changed direction, heading towards rolling green hills in the distance. Pip flapped his wings harder, determined not to lose sight of his floating guide. Over fields of golden wheat, they flew, startling a flock of sheep who looked up in surprise. But they seemed to say, making Pip giggle at his own silly joke. The balloon led Pip to places he'd never seen before. They soared over a babbling brook where fish leaped and splashed. They danced around windmills whose giant arms waved hello. They even peeked into the window of an old castle where Pip imagined princes and princesses lived. "This is the best day ever," Pip chirped, doing a happy mid-air twirl. But as the sun began to set, painting the sky in beautiful shades of orange and pink, Pip started to feel a little tired. His wings were getting heavy, and home seemed so far away. "Oh, balloon," he sighed, "I've had so much fun following you, but I think it's time for me to go back to my nest." Just then, a gentle breeze picked up, carrying the balloon towards a grassy hilltop. Pip followed, landing softly on a bed of sweet-smelling flowers. To his surprise, the balloon slowly descended to, coming to rest right next to him. Pip hopped closer, his heart full of wonder. He'd finally caught up to his floating friend. But as he reached out to touch it with his wing, something unexpected happened. Pop! The balloon burst with a tiny sound, leaving behind only a scrap of red rubber. For a moment, Pip felt a twinge of sadness. His magical guide was gone. But then, as he looked around at the beautiful hilltop bathed in the golden light of sunset, a warm feeling spread through his little bird heart. He realized something important. The real treasure wasn't the balloon itself, but the amazing journey it had taken him on. Pip had seen so many wonderful things and visited places he'd never even dreamed of before. With a happy chirp, Pip spread his wings and took to the sky once more. This time, he knew exactly where he was going. Home to his cozy nest, where he could dream of all the adventures yet to come. As he flew, Pip's heart felt as light as a feather. He may have lost his balloon, but he had gained something far more precious: the joy of exploration and the courage to fly beyond his familiar branch. The stars began to twinkle in the darkening sky, like tiny lanterns guiding Pip back to his tree. He could see his nest now, looking so snug and inviting after his big day out. Landing gently, Pip snuggled into his bed of soft leaves and twigs. His eyes grew heavy as he thought about all the amazing things he'd seen. "Thank you," Balloon Pip whispered sleepily. You showed me that sometimes the best adventures are the ones we don't plan. And as Pip drifted off to sleep, a smile on his little beak, he dreamed of red balloons and endless skies, of new friends made and wonders discovered. In his heart, he knew that tomorrow would bring even more exciting adventures. For now, though, a brave little bird rested peacefully, cozy in his nest high up in the old oak tree. The moon shone down, casting a soft silver light over the forest, as if tucking Pip in for the night. And so ends the tale of Pip and the Lost Balloon, a story of curiosity rewarded of bravery in the face of the unknown, and of the magic that can be found when we open our hearts to adventure. Sweet dreams, little ones. May your own adventures be just as wonderful as Pip's, filled with joy and the courage to chase after your very own magical balloons. Remember, sometimes the most precious treasures aren't things we can hold in our hands, but the memories we make along the way. So spread your wings, be brave, and see where the wind takes you. Who knows what amazing things you might find. Good night and happy exploring.